5 is in the books, and the Eagles are no longer undefeated, but neither are the Bills. So how am I gonna celebrate? By having my mother and my ex-boyfriend on the same show together. I'm Ashley Haas, and I'm all in.
The money keep calling my name. Dollar signs make you sing.
Before we bring on my very, very special in-studio guest, I wanted to go over a little bit of the playoff picture. Let's talk about the AFC first. Leading the AFC, believe it or not, is the Colts at 4-1, but they're tied with the Bills, although the Bills lost to a division rivalry, which was the Patriots this past weekend, which was crazy loss. We'll get to that later. But what I find a little bit insulting is the Colts, who are leading the leaderboard right now, are at plus 1,900, and the Bills are plus 500. Then there's the Steelers coming in at 3. The Chargers are 4th. The Jaguars are 5th right now. They're holding a wild card position with 3-1. Broncos are also a wild card in 6th at plus 1,900. So you're telling me the Broncos in 6th at plus 1,900 are tied right now for the first in the AFC leaderboard, which is at plus 1,900 as well. And the Chiefs are plus 800 in 8th. Now, I get that right now they are still considered a good team because they're Super Bowl contender and you have Mahomes, but and the same thing as the Ravens. The Ravens are plus 1,800, and to me, it's the Ravens aren't even in the playoff picture anymore. Now, of course, Lamar is amazing, but he's injured, and we don't know for how long. And I am not liking what I'm seeing with Derrick Henry. I mean, he killed my player prop, which we're going to get to later. It kills me to say that, but I think we're going to have to pretty soon go to a prince instead of the king, because I don't know. He's getting up there and getting beaten up, and I'm not liking these fumbles and what I'm seeing. So let's talk about the NFC leaders. The Lions, who are plus 650 to win the Super Bowl right now. The Eagles are plus 850. The Bucks are plus 2,000. And the 49ers are plus 800. All of them have a 4-1 record, leading the NFC in their own divisions. Now, for me, I think it's crazy that the 49ers, who haven't even had their starting quarterback for most of the games and half of their players, I think it's amazing how well they've been doing. But at plus 800, going against a team, it's whoever is picking these lines for the playoff picture, I'm in shock. But right now, I know it's a little early and sudden, but I find it fun. A little halfway through the season, we're almost there, to just put some money, sprinkle it a little bit. I'm going to take the Colts at plus 1,900 to sprinkle a little bit. And, you know, that to me has always been kind of my thing. I love taking things early. I took the Eagles last year at plus 850, I think around October, November, so around the same time. I always like giving my predictions around this time frame because for me, I always could come home, be with my family around the holiday time and put some special little predictions in, sprinkle a little bit everywhere, see what happens, you know what I mean? And speaking of family, it's time to introduce my number one and only, my number one fan, Miss Bonnie Haas-Yankowski, my mother. Hi, Mommy.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. Oh, I haven't seen you in so long.
I know.
So for those of us that don't know, I actually am supposed to be living in Los Angeles, but I've actually been currently reliving at home with my mother, which has been fun for us. And we've been watching a lot of the games together, although we didn't get to watch the Eagles game together because I actually went to the game, but you watched it live. So what I'm really excited about is, because I was there, and all I saw were missed ref calls for pass interference. The refs were clearly not on our side. I mean, I'm not biased. I mean, I am biased, but I'm not being biased when I say I really do feel like the past couple of weeks the refs have had it out for us. That being said, I don't feel like the Eagles have been playing very well. I haven't liked what I've seen. So for somebody who watched it on TV and is a diehard Eagles fan, since I get it from my mama, tell me, Mama, what do we think?
Well, first of all, I thought that the game was very disappointing. And I saw somebody had said last night when I was watching one of the sports shows later on that it was disappointing, but it was devastating is the way I looked at it. They went into the third quarter 17-3. It was like a lock. You know, I mean, who would have thought that they could have lost that game? Jalen Hurts was sacked 5 times. Where's the protection? What's going on with all of that?
I am a proud mama right now. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm like, whoa, where'd you pull out stats, lady? I got
because
chills. My baby's grown up. She's all grown up.
Watch the game.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Sorry.
You know, I feel like I have a stake in the game.
Yeah.
I thought it was very disappointing.
Yeah.
How was it possible to lose a game in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
When they were down, they had one field
I know.
goal,
I mean,
17-3.
Yeah.
And we end up losing the game. That's just, there's a lot of work that needs
There is
to
a
be
lot
done.
of work that needs to be done. I completely agree with you. I think also watching Jalen throw the ball, when we had a minute left, we were down. We had a minute and 11 seconds left, and I'm there, and I'm watching live. And he is just throwing the ball down the middle. And I'm like, what are you doing?
We were doing the same
sideline,
thing.
Sideline.
Get out of bounds.
I'm screaming, get out of bounds. Pass it
Same.
to the sideline.
Now you choose to run the ball.
Exactly.
You're running
the
it
whole that's all we were screaming.
Until the very last one
Yes.
where they threw the Hail Mary, basically.
Right, and then everybody was on top of him.
There were 6 guys.
There was.
6 guys on him. There was no way he was going to catch that ball.
Actually,
There was 3
Devontae
people were
Smith
swatting
and
it,
yeah,
and he's trying to jump up and catch the ball.
Exactly.
It just was,
And A.J. Brown.
I don't know who was calling that play, but it was just not good.
I mean, I don't know who was calling the play to say run the ball down the center and waste the clock. They waste the clock.
But they always do that. They always run the ball, and they never get anywhere. They're not good at that.
I was impressed by that 2-point conversion that the Broncos did.
Yeah,
I'm not
that
going to
was
lie.
great.
I was surprised they did that.
So were we.
You were too.
Oh,
watching,
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But, in
you
the
got to
end,
do it. And they were clearly confident for a reason.
Yeah.
They got it.
That's right. And in the end, had they not scored their last score,
Yeah.
what was it, a field goal, the last score, to bring them up to 22?
Yeah, I think the last one was a field goal that they
21.
Yeah,
so they were at 18. So
it was 21 to 18
yes,
in the end.
so it was another field
right?
goal.
Yeah, yeah.
And it brought them up to 21. Mm-hmm. So they were always going to win by a touchdown once they scored the 2-point conversion.
It just killed me that game watching
It
it.
was so disappointing.
I mean, we all thought we had it there, and then to watch it, just to be, the stadium was just, it was defeated. It was a defeated
I'm
feeling
sure
because
it
the Phillies
was.
had just lost.
Yeah.
And then the Eagles lose, and Philly was just a mess. So.
But you know what? The 4 other games that they played this year, they were not, and they won. They were not pretty games.
They weren't.
They didn't win where you said, wow, they played such a great game. For however they won,
Yeah.
it was ugly.
It was an ugly
They were
win.
ugly wins.
We've been saying this all along,
Yeah.
and people kept saying, "Oh, but they're winning, so there's no problem. It's okay." But there really is a problem. And also, I think right now it seemed like in that game, everyone was trying to make other people happy, but no one was actually acting like a team. It seemed like, oh, okay, well, A.J. Brown has been sad not sad. I mean, he's right. I mean, there's the first game that I went to. He was open the whole time, and he wasn't throwing the ball to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was saying, like, I've been open, you're not throwing me the ball. So I think this time they expected maybe, and they did more double coverage on him, and he wasn't as open. And so it's just, I think...
Well, Saquon hardly, performed.
He got a touchdown.
He got a touchdown, but that was one. Out of 4 quarters.
Yeah.
Out of a lot of time.
Who's your favorite player on the Eagles? I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm probably Saquon.
Yeah,
because
my
he's
favorite.
really good.
And he
he's
was a
good.
giant, and he came to us, and we stole him.
He's good. He's good, and he
good.
seems like he's extremely nice.
He
He's
does
very
seem
nice.
nice. Oh yeah, that's right. We did that.
Yeah, we did the show.
We did.
Yes.
We worked with him a little bit. I also brought my mama to work that day too. I had to do a little press thing after the Super Bowl, and I brought mama with me as my date.
And he was very nice.
Oh, he was so lovely. Okay, so another team that blew a very big lead besides the Eagles was the Cardinals. The Cardinals played the Titans, and the Titans get their
the dropsy. They dropped the ball.
Oh my gosh, that was such a
That's
weird
the kind
game.
of thing you will live the rest of your life saying, why did I do that? You, the player,
Yes.
as you're running and you're excited and you're so happy and you're like, oh my God, I'm scoring
Especially
a touchdown.
because
And you throw the ball, but you drop it or throw it behind you thinking you're over the line.
Yeah.
But, my heart goes out to him because it went
Mine
out.
doesn't.
Mine
does.
does. Mine does.
No.
It's like,
I'm sorry. I had to look it up 4 times how to pronounce his name. Amari DiMarcado, who he is a well-known player, but not really. And now we definitely are going to remember him as the guy that dropped the ball close
As we
to
do for the Eagles.
Yes, as we do for the
Yes.
Eagles, who will always talk about that. Deshaun Jackson.
I remember that happening. We were watching the game, and he was running just like DeMarcado, running his heart out to get there. He threw the ball, and he was not over the line.
No, but Deshaun Jackson threw it straight backwards. Like, that is, to me, the worst thing you can do is throw the ball
wasn't
backwards.
He brand new?
No, he had done it in college, though. He had been on the team for a little bit. But anyway, this is so bad that it kind of set the tone. You know, they would have had a 28-6 lead on them instead late in the fourth because they were up. And then in the end, the rookie for the Titans, Cam Ward, he pulls off his first win. They get a 22-21. Can you imagine? You are up almost 28-6 in the fourth, but that drop ball, the fumble, which ended up becoming a touchback. So that takes that away. And now, one by one, like, the Titans are like, oh, we have momentum. We can catch up. I think momentum's a real thing, and I think that was just
I definitely think so, too.
Yeah, that just killed
That's
the whole
what's happened to the Eagles.
Yeah.
The team that they're playing does well, and it's usually the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they
do
in the
well,
fourth
and they
quarter.
get momentum.
We did that against the
Eagles
against the
don't
Chiefs
get momentum.
in the first round of the Super Bowl matchup that we did, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
And then I had to go and celebrate with the Chiefs at the after party, and the only person I wanted to talk to was Donna Kelsey, his mother.
Yeah.
Because she at least made Jason. But speaking of which, well, I mean, I do kind of want to get, just a side note, I need to know what you really do think of Taylor Swift's ring, Mom. What do you think of Travis Kelce? I know.
I'm very happy for them. I think they're a lovely couple, and they found each other.
Your ring. I just saw your ring as you did it.
Well, it's
show that sucker.
It's not.
That's a real ring.
You know, her ring, although lovely for her, would not be my cup of tea if
Me
you want to know the truth.
neither.
But I believe it resembled a football field.
Right.
It's a rectangle.
Right.
So, but I like a lot of stuff around it. So for me, it didn't.
Yeah,
it
I
just
get it.
didn't
I
do
get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea.
No, but I'm sure she loves it, and best of luck to them.
That being said, if somebody proposed to me with a ring pop, I think at
Yes.
this point you'd be
and
like,
it's a large diamond.
yeah,
so.
you would be like, yes,
Yes.
yes. It doesn't even
Don't
matter.
worry. Don't worry what it
Yeah,
looks like.
whatever you propose.
We'll reset it later.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just you'll help
Yeah,
them
we'll
out
reset
later.
it later.
Exactly. So okay, so something I was thinking of too was a little fun game was playing with you. If I say the name of a football player, give me one word to associate with that person or in action. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to start you off easy because I already know what you're going to do. All right.
With who?
Okay. Ready? First person. Rapid fire. Patrick Mahomes. Do it.
Well, he always does this. And I don't know what that is. And I always ask, what is he doing and what is he saying? It's like he's like be quiet or shh. I'm not sure
Maybe
what
it's a
he's
play.
doing.
Maybe
I don't know.
it's a
And
play.
it might be a play.
But
why are you
anytime-
doing that? Because it's just not
Anytime-
manly
yeah.
looking.
No, every time the Chiefs are playing, my mom, and I'm watching the game with her, she goes, "What is this? What is this?" So that's a Mahomes
I don't think
thing.
I say it like that.
I thought you did, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm always wrong. So all right, next up, Travis Kelce. What word would you associate with him? Or action?
Travis Kelce, he seems to get mad that he doesn't get the ball enough.
Okay.
I see
Wants the ball.
him.
Winners do want the
I
ball.
see him mouthing.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
I've
okay.
seen that quite a few times. So I'm wondering, does he have
And
anger
he's saying
issues?
that to Andy Reid, and we love
Does
Andy
he have
Reid in our
anger
house.
issues?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I see him saying that.
Okay.
So I wonder.
Okay, moving on. Kyler Murray.
I don't know who. I don't know.
Okay,
Kyler.
he was the quarterback for the Cardinals. He's smaller guy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have anything to say about him. I don't know him well enough.
Fair enough.
I don't know
okay.
him at all.
Okay, we don't know him. As
don't know
Mariah
him.
Carey said about Jennifer Lopez, we don't know him. We don't know him. Okay?
Yes.
All right, Dak Prescott.
He's a spitter. And he got away with spitting, and Carter got blamed for it, got thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
He spit first.
Yeah.
I replayed it 5 times.
Yeah.
He spit.
He did spit.
Didn't spit across the room,
Yeah.
but he spit down.
Yeah.
And I think that's what provoked
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah.
And Carter then came back with a spit that hit him.
What would you have done if back in the day I had actually gone out with Dak? Because I did meet him, and he is lovely, and I gave him my number. But then I ended up just texting him pictures of Eagles stuff. Instead.
Well, that was before this spit, so I don't know. I mean, I judge
It's
it.
also before his woman.
Anybody.
Yeah, but
anybody
okay,
that you
pre-spit,
pick,
okay.
I'm
really
very happy.
Even a Cowboy fan? Even a Cowboy?
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe I
He's
draw
not
the
only
line.
a fan, he's like a Cowboy.
I know.
We're Eagles in this house. So you're telling me I could bring home
Well-
somebody who's a Cowboys fan?
Yes, we're an
Really?
equal opportunity
Wow,
family.
you really are like, just get married, lady. I don't care anymore. You really are like, I'm done. I want grandkids. You don't care anymore. You're like, ring pop, Cowboys, bring it on. It's fine. Take my daughter.
I just didn't like that
in
he
her
spit
hand.
first and nobody acknowledged that he did.
Yeah.
And they just blamed Carter for
They
it.
did. They blamed Jalen. And it was kind of, I mean, but Jalen was wrong. He should have held it
He
together.
should have. He should
And
have.
His temper needs to be
But,
better.
but nobody, it was not brought out. It should have been said. He was responding, and it was, it was something that he shouldn't have done.
Yep.
And I'm sure he
We're
thought
doing,
better
by
of
the way,
it.
we're doing terrible at the rapid fireness. All right, next.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, well, I'm a
Gotcha.
Bachelorette fan.
I know you
so,
are.
So, I remember the days when his brother was
was on The
selected.
Bachelor.
Yes, Jordan.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't watch The Bachelor.
Yes.
Ironically enough.
And they're still together. That's one
Are they
thing.
really?
Yes.
Wow.
His brother and the
Okay.
girl, the Bachelorette, are
Okay.
still together.
Wow.
Yes. So, he said some things about his brother and his family, and that was really all I really knew about him. So,
Fair enough. All right, we'll
Yeah.
move on. All right, now let's go over my picks this week.
Okay.
So I went 4-2, and we took the over for the Ravens and the Texans game. I didn't want to touch it because we weren't really sure early on who was going to play, if it was going to be Lamar or not. Lamar ended up not playing, but it didn't even matter because the Texans alone covered the spread.
Oh.
They had 44
Wow.
to the Ravens 10. So we got the over on that one, but that one was such a terrible blowout for the Ravens. I mean, my gosh, that's why I still can't even believe that they're even remotely in the playoff picture that people are talking about. But I get it. They had such a hard schedule, but you have to have a hard schedule. Like, you have to beat the best to be the best. So I don't know. Anyways, that was a win, so we got that one as a win.
Okay,
we also,
that's good.
Exactly. We also won with the Colts. I took the Colts to beat the Raiders and cover the spread. We spread them. And it was Colts 40, Raiders 6, which is not looking great for Pete Carroll. I love him.
Yeah,
he's the
he's a
coach.
nice-
He's
seems
so
like a
sweet.
nice guy.
He does.
Yeah.
I know. And every time I see him, I think of that one time when he was the coach of the Seahawks and he got hit in the nose with the ball, like Marsha Brady style. Yeah. I don't know if that's why the nose is crooked or if that's just his nose, but but I always loved Pete Carroll. He just seems like so sweet.
Well, he's in the football business,
Yeah.
so his
But
nose could have
Geno
been
Smith-
broken 10 times already.
Yeah, but Geno Smith is probably not the answer, I think, for the Raiders. So either way, but we got that win, so that's the second win.
Okay.
We also won with the Lions. I took them. It was one of the biggest spreads this week. It was 10.5 points. They played at Cincinnati, and they won 37-24. So,
Wow.
yeah. So the
Good job.
Lions have been crushing it. I really think the Lions are a contender for a Super Bowl. I've been saying this since before the show started.
Okay.
Like the first episode, I said I like the Lions. I wish I didn't because they're probably going to beat us eventually. But I do
Well,
like
not if we get on the stick and somebody does some.
on what stick?
Well, they have to revamp. They have to do things differently. Call some different plays, and it's not working for them.
Yeah. Well, a loss I did take was on the Bills at the Bills and the Patriots game. So I took the Bills to cover. It was an 8-point spread. And didn't even matter because
Didn't matter.
the Patriots won, man. Wow, good for them.
But they had momentum too, didn't they? They were
We
were
watched that
losing
game last night,
Yeah,
too.
and then all of a sudden, their momentum kicked in and they were just
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Like you said, the funniest play was when Josh Allen threw the ball into the stands, and then the guy just ran up the stairs, and the announcer
The
was like,
two of them.
"Yeah,
There
was
he goes, Josh Allen running up the steps.
Yeah, and he was like, and he's going, and he is, and he's gone. I was like, that was the most exciting.
These two guys just going to the bathroom,
well, no,
I bad
he
thing.
wasn't going to the bathroom. He caught the ball. So Josh Allen threw the ball to him in the stands, but you're supposed to give the ball back. He just kind of threw it and it went into the stands.
I didn't realize that's what happened. I thought he was just going to the bathroom.
He was securing the ball. They said, run with the ball because he wanted the ball. So that's what happened.
Okay. Well, that's a good story.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
He wanted the ball. So, but that's so. Anyways, we did lose that, but the real winner of that game was the gentleman who ran up the stairs.
With the ball.
Yeah, with the ball, with the game-winning ball. We did take the Commanders, and they got 3 points. It didn't even matter. They ended up winning and destroying the Chargers at home for the Chargers, and it was 27-10. So Washington is looking good again. They got their starting quarterback back.
Cousin Deborah will be very happy.
Cousin Deborah will be very happy.
She's a big Washington fan.
Yes, I need Cousin Deborah to finish my taxes. That's probably something I shouldn't mention on this TV show, but we're there. We are there, and that reminded me.
TMI.
TMI, as Mom says. TMI. All right. My player prop did not hit this week. That was the one we got last week. I decided to double down. Cam Scattaboo definitely probably hit it. I didn't even look, but I'm sure he did. Scattaboo, Mabu always hits, but Derrick Henry, he only got 33 yards, so I didn't even bother looking to see if Scattaboo did it. I took Henry for plus 70, thinking that they were going to run the ball a lot more with the backup quarterback, but it didn't even matter. It's just, he has been a little bit of a disappointment to me this season. I've always loved Derrick Henry. And I don't know if it's because of the injuries or if it's not his injuries, the team's injuries, and also, also the fact that he's getting older. But, I know when I stand up now, everything hurts. So maybe everything hurts for him. I don't know. He's getting hit for a living.
Then some. Yeah.
And he's a running back. So I don't know. But that was a loss for us. So we went 4-2.
Well, that's good.
That was better than last week. Yeah, last week was a bust. My goodness.
Yeah, no,
but
4-2 is
everybody
good.
I talked to last week.
It's a winner.
Was not great. So I don't know. But on that note, that was where I felt the best, was always my player props and I always liked the spread. I mean, that's thanks to your dad. So
I'm so proud.
I mean, I'm proud. Hey, we turned a good thing into a bad. We turned a bad thing into a good thing. I wish that he was still here right now, at least, so he could.
He'd be thrilled.
Do you think so?
Oh my God, he would be thrilled. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that you're here and talking sports. Yes, he'd be very.
Dad always
he'd be
said
very
he
proud.
really wanted a boy and only had me.
Yes.
So I've just always been there, like his tomboy.
Yes.
I mean, I begged to change his channel when we used to have to watch 10 hours of golf and then go straight into baseball and then straight into football. But now I love it. So I'm very thankful for that now. I just remember when my friends for the first time asked me, I heard them talking about a game and they wanted to, get some action going. And I said, well, what's the spread? And they went, excuse me? I said, what's the spread? What do you mean? And they're like, how do you know what a spread is? I'm like, oh, stop it. Everyone knows what a spread is. They're like, no, they don't. I'm like, well, my pop-up taught me at age 6, so I don't know. But it was fun. You were flying a lot and a single mom and killing it, being the amazing woman that you were and are. And, I have to say, I want to give you so much credit because I never actually, now I'm like, okay, I'm silly and I'm funny, but I will say, you worked really hard as a flight attendant. You always had multiple jobs because when you and Dad did divorce, you actually didn't want to take anything from him. You said just enough to whatever you think is enough for your daughter to survive. So because of that, and Dad did well. You could have taken stuff from him, and as you should have. I mean, my God, that man is not the best. He drives me nuts. So you should have, but you didn't. And and then Pop-Up came and lived with us, as free babysitting would do. And so when you would work 3-day trips or 2-day trips, and he would have me, and I was being a brat.
He took you someplace.
Yeah, we would go to billiards bars, and we would hustle, and he'd be like, want to go see horses? Let's go see the horses. And I'm like, yeah, let's go see the horses, Pop-Up. And I learned if you bet on the horse that's expected to win, it pays out the most. And that is where we are today.
Well, he would be proud.
Oh, thank you. Joining Bonnie and I is a very special guest, a dear friend of mine and a fabulous actor. You might know him from amazing shows such as Yellowstone, Teen Wolf, Superman and Lois, and if I may tell everybody, Mr. Ian Bohen, you are currently on set right now of a very special show that I just was told I'm allowed to announce, but I kind of want you to do it. So, Ian Bohen, everybody. Ian
Yes,
Bohen.
thank you very much. I'm joining you from the set of Lioness season 3. It's a Taylor Sheridan show. If you haven't caught it already, check it out. The first seasons are amazing. Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman, Morgan Freeman, Michael Kelly, and then I'm joining a host of other wonderful people. So we're excited. We've just begun that, and I'll be shooting that in Texas for the next 5 months, and it will be on probably April. So we're super stoked to be bringing that to you.
And just so you know, I mean, I know you give me a lot of back heat for not watching all your stuff, but Bonnie watches for enough for both of us. So
I watch everything you do. Amy.
yes,
Thank God I've got the
she
half
tapes
ladies in my
it.
corner.
Biggest fan.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
See, Ashley, that's what
So,
devotion
Bonnie,
and love
you're
looks
on-
like.
That's right. That's right.
I do love and devote to you. I will. I mean, listen, I'm helping you with your fantasy football pool, okay? I mean, I will be starting to. It's been busy, but I'm getting there. You know, I know that you're in the Paramount Fantasy Football League, which we'll get to, and I want to know how that's doing. How are we
Yes.
doing, by the way?
Well, you'll be happy to know that I've rocketed
Good.
to the top of the standings against Nate Burleson, Brian. He's the Autopsy Gremlins. He's my nemesis right now. But at the end of this week, it looks like we're all going to be 4-1.
That's so not
But
fair.
I'm crushing
That's
the points
so
rating.
not fair.
What's not fair about it? You pick good players. You have to get a little lucky.
Nate, like,
Oh, you mean have to go
I
against
know,
him?
but first of all, Nate is king of knowledge of football, so
Yeah, he's
that's a hard
terrific.
one.
I know, but so him and I are battling this week, like
He's a
and go
shoo-in.
head to head. He is, but he
Put me in,
his
coach.
defense had a bye this
I'm ready.
week, so he loses those points, and he just had some non-performers, so I'm crushing him, and then I still have Travis Kelce's points for this evening's game. So yeah, so I'm 100% going to smoke him today, and then we're gonna, it's early though, anything can happen. That's what's fun about it. You got to just figure out how to put the pieces around the board.
I love that. Okay, so Bonnie, what you're on season 2,
That's right.
Episode
Season
5.
2, episode 5.
yes, and she's preparing for you, Ian. She's getting ready because you're coming out season 3.
I'm
right.
disappointed, though, hearing that it's not going to be until April.
Oh, really?
Well, we got to make the
yeah.
thing. It's right now.
So
It's
I'm
the
gonna-
first week in October, and we've just begun. So we got to be way ahead of the air dates, and so yeah, it's just
Oh,
sorry,
I'm going to
darling.
watch it slowly then, because I'm only on season 2, but episode 5.
Okay, but
Yeah,
you can put
how
on
are you liking it so
0.75
far?
I
speed.
love it. I love it. I love it. It gets you from the very beginning. There's a lot of intrigue.
I can't wait for her to tell me all about it and me not watch it, but I will root you on. No, I promise you I'm going to watch it. It's
Thank
just,
you.
it's weird when you watch your friends, I mean, listen, do you know how many times she would tell me, she goes, oh, I'm watching Yellowstone and he's into this girl. And I'm like, oh, tell me more.
Jealous.
Or she's
Then she's like,
into
"What
him.
girl?
She's
What's her
into
name and
him.
social
What
security
girl?
number?"
What's her name and social security number?
You're
Exactly.
not gonna kill her.
That's always our go-to line. Every time I would tell Ian, I'm dating somebody, he's like, what's his name and social security number? You're not going to kill him.
I'm going
You're not
after
going to
him.
kill him. Oh, you're the best. No, I love that you are joining us live from your lunch break, and I'm so sorry you're missing lunch. I know you're only doing this for Bonnie and not me, so thank you from Bonnie and I.
For the Haas ladies, I will do anything, and you know it.
Oh, we adore you, Ian, so much. We're so proud of your success, and I can't wait to
Thank you.
watch Lioness when it comes out when does it come out?
We're thinking right around April. It doesn't have a release date
April?
for this season. Aired
Okay.
right around there.
Well, we'll
yeah.
definitely have you back on before then because we need to talk about our fantasy football league, which we're crushing.
Yes.
And the fact that you're a 49er faithful.
Yeah, so I
So-
grew up going to games Candlestick way back in the day. I've been a diehard, Niners, Giants, Sharks, Warriors forever. I go back in, when I can. This is
When
real
you say
prime
Giants, you mean
San Francisco.
you
Sorry,
mean
San Francisco
Giants.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yes.
exactly. Just
Not,
to clarify
not
for our
New
football
York.
listeners.
Although
Just
when
to
I did
clarify
live
for
in
our
New
football
York,
listeners.
yeah. When I did live in New
Mm-hmm.
York, I would make the trip through the tunnel, and I would go to MetLife Stadium. I don't even know if it's still called that, but I went to tons of games there to support the local team. But yeah, huge 49er fan. They're doing great this year despite all the injuries. They're fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's a great stadium to go to. I would encourage people to make it to Santa Clara
Oh,
and go
I
check
know.
out the
I
Niners
went.
there at Levi Stadium. It's a ton of fun. Great energy. Great place. So yeah, definitely do that.
Yeah, I know Vernon took me, and it was such a fun stadium.
Oh, you been?
Vernon Davis. Yeah, Vernon Davis, because he was honoring Frank Gore, and
Yeah,
he gave
terrific.
a speech, and so we all went because we were filming a show with. I was filming a show with Vernon, and so we went, and oh my gosh, he is a celebrity there. It is crazy. And
Yeah,
we couldn't
they're
even walk steps.
totally. I've been on the field a little bit, and you've always got Steve Young and Jerry Rice there, and they're just they're legends, and they're so kind. They interact with people. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'd love to meet. I haven't met Vernon or Frank.
yeah. Well,
So yeah, we'll
we'll
all
have
get
to have
together and
you on
chew
with
it up.
them. Yeah. Yeah,
Let's
as
do
a
that.
thank you for you doing this, then I will pimp out Vernon next.
Okay,
So
cool. Yeah,
there.
everybody's got their role to play. I understand for sure.
I love my friends. I'm so blessed to have such great, amazing friends that will do this and talk football with me, because that's what the show is about, is just kind of talking football and forcing your mother to come in and hang out with you. So yeah,
my
here we are.
pleasure.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
I've got Ian too.
Yeah,
so.
so she literally did this for you, Ian. I'm telling you.
Good,
The two
good.
of
We
you
have
did
to
it for each other, and then I'm just the middleman.
Sure.
So
I mean, you are the glue that holds us together. Football and sports is, it's something that brings everybody integrated, and we can talk about it and have fun. You don't necessarily need to play it or
exactly.
know all the players, but it's just,
Yeah.
for, American culture, like this is it, man. It's football season, and let's just do it.
Yeah. Do you think your team has a chance at going to the Super Bowl or at least the playoffs? I mean, killing it with 4-1 with so many injuries. I
Yeah, you
thought,
never know. They could clinch the division pretty easily with the way they're playing, but to really to win in the postseason, you really got to have all your talent, operating at their highest level. Do we have enough? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I
yeah,
wouldn't bet on it necessarily, but if we get some guys back and some magic happens and they get on the same page, then yeah, what they say, any given Sunday anybody can
yeah.
can beat anybody. So we have high hopes, and we're faithful to the Bay, and we're going to believe in them. Yeah.
What do you think of the backup Mac Jones? So
Um,
he did pretty well. He threw 342 yards and two
yeah.
touchdowns last game.
I saw the first quarter before my internet went out, and I was unable to get it on my
Yes.
phone. And I was really surprised.
Hmm.
He was throwing the ball and threading it through places that I was like, that's not a good throw, for a guy that's
Hmm.
coming in off the bench. And he can move pretty well. So I support him. I think he's great. I believe he was a first round draft pick a few years ago. So he's a professional player.
He
It's not like he's just
was. Yeah.
I forget
Yeah.
where he came from, but I'm a fan.
Patriots.
And oh, that's right. That's
He was
right.
a
So
Patriot.
yeah, I think he's doing great.
Hmm.
I'm overly impressed with him, and I can't remember the score, but I think they beat the over, and I did see the very end, and so it was a exciting game. The 49ers win in interesting ways. So yeah, get on board if you haven't been catching those games.
Yeah. I really have been always leaning towards picking them every week, and then there's something about it that scares me because of all the injuries, but they've been proving me wrong and still winning anyways. So maybe I throw them in my pick this coming week, or do they have a bye, or they might. I have to look
No,
that up. Whatever.
no, I
We'll
don't think
the
that they
week is
do.
so far. I haven't even looked at the schedule for next week. That's
Yeah,
a
no, we're still
that's a
in
later
last week.
problem.
It's Monday,
That's a
so we're
later
still
problem.
like, yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
We got one more day. We
I
can
can't
start,
even think that far ahead. As it
mm-mm.
is, I give my predictions on Wednesdays or Thursdays, and by Sunday, I'm like, who did I say?
What's the basis for your picks? Like, what's your distill down your strategy for me? Because I don't get it right. So I kind of avoid it because I don't know the
So,
alchemy. So tell me how it works.
so not only do I take into consideration the stats and the psychology, but I look into how teams play home versus away, how they play each other in the past, how they play cold weather, warm weather. I look into, like I said, the psychology of it all. So whether or not certain football players don't, like quarterbacks don't play well against certain teams, they just get in their head, whether or not it's just that person they're matching up against, especially when people were going up against somebody like a GOAT like Brady. That was always in the past a big thing that I would take into consideration. A lot of younger rookies going against a younger quarterback, I find often play more comfortably than if they go up against a vet. So that is something I'll also think about versus, of course, the defense and how how long you're allowed to have in a pocket versus whether you're running or if you're more of a if you're quick on your feet or if you're just throwing the ball more. So there's a lot of things that I take into consideration. There's a lot of games I also won't touch if the spreads are way too high. I hate taking big spreads. You know, I did take the Lions to cover, which was the biggest spread last week, and it was only after they proved to me that they could do it week after week with covering the spread that I said, okay, finally, I will do that. But I often like to take games that I am sure of because as Bonnie's father taught me well, the gambling king. Yes. I mean, when I was 6 years old, he used to take me to racetracks and instead of kindergarten. How did you feel about that, Mama?
Well, look where it got you.
It did. It
look
did.
Where it got you.
Yeah.
All of this knowledge.
You know, you used to ask me, what'd you learn in school today? And I'd say, to bet on the horse least expected to win because it paid out the most. And you'd be like, I'm going to kill my dad. I'm going to kill him.
Horse handicappers are the best at overall betting because they have so many factors that they have to look at to figure out how, you know, who's going to win. It's like a language. My dad used to do it. He used to take me to the turf club, which was satellite betting when I was a kid. I had the same experience as you, and he would give me, you know, the racing form for that day, which the Australians call the tissue because you could wipe your tears with it after you lose each race. And I would learn how to read all the stats and figure out, you know, the same kind of thing. But for some reason, I can't translate that over to football. And I like the money line. And I gave it up. Thank God. It's the one vice I don't have. So I just go to you if I need to put some money on. I'll do what you tell me.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I'm happy to help you with your fantasy and with your predictions for football. So anytime you call me, I'm there for you since obviously you're giving up your lunch break for us. So I really do appreciate you so much. And tell me, before you go, what are you about to go walk into right now? So you're leaving us to talk football. What are you walking into right now?
So right now we have our full kit on. I'm not sure if I can tell you what my role is yet, but
okay. Well, then maybe don't.
And then
don't
what we do is we step through a warehouse that has the set. It's like a mock-up of the set with tape on the ground and wooden walls, and we're sort of walking and rehearsing with other actors and other performers, and getting ready for the rehearsal on the actual stages and where we're going to shoot. So we're practicing. We're taking reps. So everything gets really familiar and all the elements come together as one. So we're rehearsing our butts off.
Practicing before the big game. I like it.
Same thing.
Practice
Yeah. I'm in training camp right now. So we're doing that, and this goes on for the next 4 or 5 weeks. So we're pretty busy.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
I know she
it's
can't
gonna
wait.
be worth
She really can't wait.
Let me tell you, this season's gonna knock your socks off.
When she gets home, she's binge watching and finishing it. I can guarantee you, she's going to be ready for you. She already,
good.
Her and Will watch episodes of Yellowstone still back and back and back. And I did watch Teen Wolf, just so we're clear, during COVID. I did watch it for you.
The OG. Teen Wolf still, I'll tell you, it holds up.
I watched it.
Put it on.
I was way too old to watch it when I watched it, but I did watch it just for you.
It speaks to you on its own time, and it will grab your heart.
It did. You did an amazing job, just like you always do. So thank you, and I can't wait to watch you in Lioness. And I appreciate your time so much, Ian Bohen. Thank you for joining Bonnie
for
and
you
I.
too. Your dear mother's so special. There you are, and you look gorgeous. Both of you look great today.
Oh my God, you're matching. You and Bonnie look gorgeous together.
The memo. You don't check your email.
I didn't get the green memo. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah, this like army green color, planned, mommy. Yeah, they had it planned. So, well, thank you. If nothing else, you always have the hotter version.
That's my backup.
The original.
The OG. She's the OG. The original.
I'm going to put her in the starting lineup, Ash. You're riding the bench for the next week.
Deal. All right. Well, I get a bye week, so thank you, Ian Bohen, for joining us today. On that note, I just wanted to say thank you all so much for joining us. Don't forget, subscribe, like, follow us on Instagram. I'm Ashley Haas, and I'm all in.
The money keep calling my name. Tell us how to make you sing.